Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Dr. Dyka and this is my channel. I will be sharing some information or maybe tips for you about how radiation can affect our skin and skin health. First of all, there are three types of solar radiation, one of which is infrared radiation, visible light, and ultraviolet radiation. The first one is infrared radiation, which is actually what our body detects as heat. I mean, how hot it is. Secondly, visible light is what we perceive or what we know as the light that we use as general illumination during daylight. And last but not least is ultraviolet, which consists of ultraviolet A and ultraviolet B. Ultraviolet B is what we are trying to protect by using sunscreen or sunblock, or which contains SPF, or what we know as sun protection factor. Why do we have to protect our skin against ultraviolet B? Because ultraviolet B may cause sunburn, or what we see or what we feel as the redness and blisters that we get when we are exposed to sunlight for a certain period of time, like hours probably. And however, the most important type that we must be able to protect is ultraviolet A, because although we use sunblock or sunscreen is actually mainly to protect our skin against ultraviolet B, but not really against ultraviolet A. Ultraviolet A is actually also important because the effect is not actually direct. We do not see it like, sunburn. We can see blisters, we see redness, but when we are affected against ultraviolet A, it damages our collagen and skin structures and eventually causes skin cancer, which we totally don't want to happen to our skin. And ultraviolet A is actually quite critical for our skin. Well, if you compare to ultraviolet B, both of them are dangerous, but the effect of ultraviolet B is more visible and more not really taking a long while compared to ultraviolet A. And as we all know, we use sunblock or sunscreen to help protect our skin against ultraviolet radiation. However, nowadays, manufacturers like Cara offers tinted glass windows that we can actually use to help protect or actually filter or block certain ultraviolet radiation to reach or penetrate our skin. It is okay to use tinted glass windows, but it does not 100% blocks ultraviolet radiation or UV rays. As we all know, they offer a certain percentage of filters, such as 20%, 40%, 60%, or even 80%. However, even though we use 80% of tinted dark gray films, it will only filter or block around 99.1% of UV rays, which can penetrate from our glass windows in our cars. Speaking of glass windows, as you all know that most houses nowadays also use glass windows. Therefore, whenever you are just at home relaxing, or even though you are driving, you're traveling somewhere in the passenger seat, you will still need to use sunblock or sunscreen, which contains SPF. Well, many of you ask, do we have to use sunscreen every day? Yes, definitely, because we're trying to protect our skin against UV rays, which we know the effect is quite damaging to our skin. Therefore, even though you're just relaxing at home, you're doing nothing, just maybe watching TV or just watching a film at home, you will definitely need to use sunblock. How often should we use? Whenever we use sunblock, it will only have effect on our skin for about approximately 2 or 3 hours, depending on the SPF number. So we need to always reapply sunblock about every 2 or 3 hours at least, to be able to protect our skin against UV rays. There are also some glass windows tinted with certain colors such as green, red, or even some manufacturers also offer laminated glass windows which have certain additional layers which may protect or which may actually filter certain UV rays. But if we know the structures of UV rays, they range for up to 400 nanometers of wavelengths, while the laminated glass windows can only protect up to 380 nanometers, which means there's a difference. There's this 20 nanometers of wavelength which are not able to be blocked by these glass windows. So the best option, the best way to protect our skin is just use sunscreen or sunblock with SPF. And possibly you have to choose a minimum of SPF 15 or maybe just go for SPF 30. Why? We will discuss it further in my next video. So don't forget, please subscribe, comment, and share in my video below, and so that I will know any comments from your side, what topics you're interested in, and maybe I will make a video of it, and maybe a short Q&A session of your questions below. So I hope my video will be it will give you more information and will be beneficial for you. And any comments, please, comments or suggestions or any topics that you want to be discussed, please put it down here and let me know. Okay, goodbye.